We have an image here entitled Way Too Fast. This is a happy image. I see a lot of energy in this image. We have a dog here who's playing in a park or maybe a football field. I'm unsure where, but the first issue I see is the dog is not sharp. The dog is definitely out of focus. I see some focus in this area and a little bit up in here, but the dog himself is not in focus. And I think to rectify that issue that we're having here, we could have used a technique called panning, which is where the subject, or the dog in this case, would be in focus and the foreground and the background would be thrown out of focus. And I think that would be a much better technique to use to bring the subject to life in this image and still show movement. Another issue I see is up in this area. Here in the sky we have some overexposure. We are losing details. I can kind of make out a little bit of grayness up there, which appears to be what should be clouds, as well as here in the whites of the dog fur. It is overexposed as well, and we're losing a lot of detail there, even if we did the panning technique and the dog was in focus. I still think that we would have some overexposure issues in this image. So lastly, we have some issue here with the horizon line up here in the corner. Um, Again, you know, it's okay to get down on the ground. It's okay to move your body and adjust your camera to get to get the level that we want, so we have that nice straight horizon line. I would have pulled back a little bit on this image and maybe crouched down a little bit further. You know, taking the time to compose your horizon line there and get that nice straight line. It's a fun image. I see a lot of potential in what could have been here, and I think with just a little bit more focus on technique here, it would have been a really solid image. I would give this image, as far as composition, a 2, only because I think we could have pulled back and given the dog some more breathing room on the right hand side, and it would have been a much nicer composition. Impact, I'm going to give this image a 2 as well, and technical, I can only go a 2 as far as the lack of sharpness in the dog here. So I give Way Too Fast a overall score of 6.